Hey y'all, what's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. So in honor of National Black Business Month, I think it's so important to discuss why and how we should continue to support black businesses. Increasing the wealth and buying power of black people, both figuratively and literally, has been a priority since the end of slavery because of the tragically apparent wealth gap between white people and everybody else. You do realize that in 1865, white folk had some kind of money, even the poor ones. The majority was middle class, a good batch were rich, and a few of the girls even had millions. But 99.9999999% of black people started out with zero. Goodness gracious. And hell, some of them even started with -0, in debt to white landowners by way of sharecropping, tenant farming, debt peonage, and in most cases losing more money than they earned. And that's only 156 years ago. Your granddaddy's granddaddy, if you will. Booker T. Washington was one of the earliest leaders to champion black entrepreneurship as a remedy to this very issue. His plan for the new Negro was to embrace their industrious nature, to use their hands and take up a craft where they could work for themselves, accommodate the white folk, and embrace segregation. Hey, he grew up in the deep South where racial violence was a big thing, so cut him some slack. But regardless of much criticism, Washington's work influenced yet another heavy hitter. A man whose platform was very big on increasing the power of the black dollar, Mr. Marcus Garvey. Now, many folks know Marcus Garvey for his ardent Pan-Africanism and black nationalism. But this Jamaican immigrant had plans for us. He developed a company called the Black Star Line, which is popularized for the fleet of ships he intended to build to take black people back to Africa. But the company's main purpose was to engage and connect black merchants from around the world, to increase the power of the black dollar and black markets globally. Wow! You mean back in 1920? Yes, girl! That is so nice. Whatever happened to him? Jail time for mail fraud and then deportation, but chill on him. The point is, these early visionaries had the major key. And while Marcus Garvey and Booker T. Washington might have had great visions, they did not have the necessary resources. And 156 years later, we are still lacking resources. And the economic stability and security of black Americans is key to building more racial equity. And I just think it's funny how black people are often criticized for how we spend our money, which I get it. But when the healthcare that should be free is always eating at my savings account. When savings accounts seem like a luxury when my wages get ate up by rent and utilities on the first of the month. Oh Lord, here she go. When my education is affected because the teachers in my county are paid scraps because the property taxes are so low because y'all don't want to fix my road. Talk to them. When I gotta shell out hundreds of dollars every time I go get an oil change because I couldn't afford a new car, so I gotta deal with old car problems. With a little perspective, I think we can reevaluate those criticisms. But in this current climate, we have a unique opportunity. More people of all races are paying attention to black businesses, buying black and investing. I mean, girl, I be trying to support them, but you know how they be sometimes. It be giving unprofessional, low service, poor management and infrastructure. The quality be lacking and the prices be too high. The price is too high, or are you just looking for the hookup? My chest. But look, I ain't even gonna cap. Many of us within the community have had difficulty sustaining our support for black-owned businesses. However, there are so many different ways that we, allies, and larger corporations can support black businesses to directly target the issues that keep them from thriving long-term. For one thing, many of the businesses that you see close down after a year or two don't close down because of lack of customers, but maybe because of lack of financial capital to sustain rough periods, unexpected expenses, and, pandemics. So invest. For two, some businesses fail from within due to lack of familiarity with organizational and management skills. Because many black entrepreneurs lack particular education and work experience and don't know the ins and outs of business in the first place. So offer training programs and or apprenticeships. Three, some people have a great idea but just can't put it together. So design outreach programs. Bring your idea labs to us and stop making us jump through hoops to get to you. Oh, what was that? I thought somebody with another excuse for why not to buy black without a solution said something.